And welcome to another live stream watch along reaction. Tonight we are watching and reacting to Honduras versus Canada in Group C of League A of the 2022 CONCACAF Nations League. San Pedro Sula is the venue for this matchup. About 4 months or 5 months on from the last time we were at San Pedro Sula. 1-2-0. What will happen here? Can Canada do the same and maybe more? Honduras, last time they played at home, they lost to Curacao, so things should go Canada's way. With that being said, lineups are as follows. For the home side, Honduras. In goal, Luis Lopez. The back four, Marcelo Pereira, Danilo Maldonado, Carlos Melendez, and Omar Elvir. The midfield for Luis Palma, Kervin Arriaga, Davy Flores, and Kevin Lopez. And the front two, Rubilo Castillo and Romel Kyoto. And then for Canada, in goal, Milan Borjan. The back four, Alistair Johnston, Stephen Vittoria, Kamal Miller, and Richie Larea. Midfielders, Tejan Buchanan, Stephen Eustachio, Atiba Hutchinson, and Alphonso Davies. Strikers, Junior Hollett, Ike Ubo for this team. And Canada will be wearing red, so it's red versus white. There were downpours. Hopefully weather improves. I saw that while they were training, but it looks like it's calmer. I called it. Didn't I call it? Yeah, I did. Didn't I? I mean, it wasn't 1-1, but I called Australia winning on penalties. It turned out the way exactly I had it pinned. And yes, I'm going to take credit for that. Yes. Yes, I'm taking credit for it like that. I'm going to carry that like a freaking star. Thank you very much. Golden star. I called it. Australia played well. They were tough. They showed why I had belief in them. Gareca was an idiot for not calling up Rui Diaz. I agree. Should have called him up, but he did not call up Raul Rui Diaz. That's what you get. That's what you get for not calling up one of the best strikers in MLS and honestly CONCACAF. That's what you get. He definitely would have scored on that Australian team. Rui Diaz could play Europe if he wanted. So that's what you get. No, it looks like it actually is still raining. Canada top of Group C. But yeah, that was idiotic. Hit that like button. Hit that subscribe button. Let's get this one going. Especially since Rui Diaz just won CCL. Exactly. And he was one of the biggest reasons why in the final. Not the whole run, but the final. And semifinal as well. He was on fire in the final, I have to say. And the Motagua tie. So who knows if they don't play like that the second leg? Who says they get through? Maybe they get Olympiad again. Who says? Can't wait to see how this one goes. The rain is pouring down. Weather delay. Well, yeah, people are walking. We're sticking with this, all right? We're sticking with this as long as we have to. I see people walking in the stands. Yeah, it could actually be a weather delay. We're sticking with this as long as we have to. I'm going to have to beat the odds to be up for the Intercontinental Playoff, do I? I've pulled it off 3 times. Let's pull it off again. Woohoo! Another weather delay last year about this time. A couple of months later, we had Forge and Faz at Cuscatlan with a rain delay. Now we have this. USA versus Canada, U18 Women's World. USA just scored bang, bang, 3-2. Who's winning, USA? If Rui Diaz was called up to Peru versus Australia, do you think it would have changed the outcome of that game? Yes. Yes, I think it would have. Definitely on penalties. He would have scored his penalty. I don't think that would have really mattered at the point because it was 2 misses from Peru, 1 from Australia. Canada. Okay. For me, Peru, I think Rui Diaz would have done enough to probably make it not go to penalties. I think it would have changed the outcome. Because he's definitely good against tough defenses. We know this. He's proven it. I think definitely it would have changed the outcome for sure. I think they would have won. Peru would have won had Rui Diaz been there. So that was idiotic. That was an idiotic move to not have him there. I don't know if they're just going to keep the camera there until they actually walk out, but we'll see what goes down. I wonder what system. This isn't a tropical system. Maybe this is the rain off that invest that's close to the hockey, I think. I think it's hockey, yeah. Peru has a forward who plays in Italy. I'm sure he's better than Rui Diaz. Plays in MLS, but not EPL. No, Rui Diaz is honestly better. Like, Rui Diaz could play in Europe. The fact that he isn't kind of an insult. Nope, the teams are walking out. The teams are walking out. You scare me. No, it's just right on time, actually. It's just a rainy day. And Borean is wearing shorts. I think he's just trolling about the freaking pants now at home. Okay. I'll leave this off because we're going to have to do the anthems. Yes, I will sing "O Canada" once again. Go. Oh, Canada. Okay, here we go now. There we go. Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love, in all our hearts command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north, strong and free. From far and wide, O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. O Canada, we stand on guard for thee. You don't have headphones, it'll be a little bit behind, or ahead, I should say. It's USA, it's Mexico versus Jamaica, or Jamaica versus Mexico, and USA versus El Salvador. Tomorrow I'm going to be live for Costa Rica, New Zealand, and then Mexico. Somewhere I'll be live for Mexico, Jamaica, then I'll review it somewhere. I don't know exactly if it's my channel or Ryan LFC's, but we'll figure that one out. We'll see. I'll be on one of the channels, and I'll review it for sure. So I'll do a double day. Hopefully it works out, but we'll see. But then I'm not doing El Salvador, USA. That's the one I'm not doing. Mexico doesn't play USA tomorrow. They both play tomorrow, but they don't play each other. Oh, USA or Mexico. Oh, well. Mexico, Jamaica, yeah. Whether it's on my channel or another, I'm guessing. Either way, I'll do it. But we'll figure out. It'll pop up by tomorrow afternoon, depending on what's decided, if it's on my channel. So, boom, boom, boom. Buchanan is starting, yes. I can sing the Canadian national anthem in French. I cannot. I do not know it in French. I do not know French. Prediction, Honduras won, Canada 0. Pedro lost. You're sad. But I still called it. I called it to a T what was going to happen. I said it exactly. I mean, 0-0 instead of 1-0, but I called it pretty much. Said it would be close. And then it goes to penalties, and then Australia win. For Honduras, Lopez, Pereira, Melendez, Maldonado, Elvir, Flores, Lopez, Palma, Arriaga, Castillo, and Kyoto 11. Buchanan is starting. Yes, I agree. I mean, they need a new goalie, but other than that. Don Sadio says, Vamos Honduras. And is that Maradona? Can we get rid of national anthems in football? Bloody waste of time. Hello. Saludos. Saludos. Canada in goal, Borjan. The back four, Larea, Miller, Vittoria, Johnston, Hutchinson, Eustachio in the midfield, Davies, Hoylett, and Buchanan. Striker, Ubo. Ike Ubo. So they're trying some here. It's still pretty much the biggest 11 besides Hoylett and Ubo. So I'm not completely worried about it, but 2-0. 2-0 Canada. I think we'll do it again. We did in January. Honduras in white, Canada in the red. No business blacks today. The jerseys. Do you think New Zealand will park the bus for the whole game tomorrow? Yes, but Costa Rica knows how to break that bus. They're both basically going to park the bus and then take their chances. Thing about New Zealand is they got tall people. They got a lot of tall players. They could easily win that game on set pieces. I want Costa Rica to win. I'd be happy for Bill Tuiloma if New Zealand did win. But we'll see what happens. But for me, it's definitely going to be a tough game. It's not going to be easy. Like, it could definitely go all the way as well. It could go to penalties as well. In that case, I think Costa Rica. That's definitely where the experience will take over. I definitely think this will be a tight match. About to kick off. Canada will kick off first. Referees checking the nets. Heavy rain, pre-game monsoon. Yep. Tropical low. It was very close to the Honduras. So, they're changing sides. Tropical low. I agree, but definitely set pieces will probably be their back. We don't hate Vancouver like that. They only hate Toronto like that. I just think Vancouver are redheaded stepchildren that we can make fun of, but other American fans can't. I guess unless you're in Cascadia, but if it's Seattle, we'll still defend them. Portland, though, not completely sure. About to kick off. Kyoto finna clap cheeks today. I hope not. Maybe their GK can dance and stop pens. Add please after. Go home. Go home. We go. Kick off. And Canada's kicked off, and they've kicked off straight forward. And Eustachio puts it ahead. Heads forward by Honduras. And Honduras is already really trying to get better after those Curacao games. Ball Honduras. This is definitely going to be sloppy. It already is. It already is. 20 seconds in. 0-0 0-0, and you just see puddles just popping up right off the bat. And Kamal Miller's sliding like it's a slip and slide. Viva Canada, Viva Davies. I think Canada would rip New Zealand apart, but that doesn't matter. We qualified automatically. I think the press of Canada would rip New Zealand apart. They would score definitely like 2 or 3. It doesn't matter about parking the bus. They'll still score. They're that good. I'm glad I don't have to worry about it, though. I can just watch Costa Rica go through it. That's going to be good. I never predicted Canada to go to the playoff. I predicted them to go automatically, but there were a lot of people who were like, let's hope for 4th, and if anything better, we're better. And then the way Canada played, it's like, we're definitely better than 4th. Viva Canada, Viva Davies. I bought Timbers green jersey yesterday. It's coming June 23rd. Estimated time could be here earlier. Nice. You said before your next home game. Planning on going? Second minute, 0-0, 0-0. Hit that like button. Let's get this one going. Super chats are on as well. This isn't as bad as some games in Brazil. Nah, this is just CONCACAF. Oh, hell. Oh, no. Oh, no. God open the heavens. That's the only way to stop us. Second minute. I think you just got to kick the ball as hard as you can to pass it. The one game in Brazil in the field had swamp holes. I don't know which field is worse, the sand pit against Independiente or this. The sand pit at BMO against Independiente, and Davey slips on his ass and gives it away. What was your reaction when Peru lost? I was like, I called it. I told you. Also, one team also in Brazil tried rigging a game and lost 7-0. That's what you get. I also see Costa Rica and New Zealand being a tough nut to crack for each other, just like how Peru and Australia were a tough nut to crack for each other. Yeah, I think they're very similar, actually. I think it's a very similar outlook. Corner kick for Honduras. Cross in. Header. Cleared. Yeah, I said Australia was going to win on penalties. You don't remember? I called it like 3 days ago. Like the last 3 streams. I was like, Australia on pens. Australia on pens. I thought 1-1, but before they got the pens. But I called it straight on. Jesus, the amount of water on that field. It's like a slip and slide. That would be nice where I'm at. Because it was 100 degrees earlier, and it's still 89 degrees, and it's 9 o'clock. That'd be nice. And that's like, what, 35 in Celsius or something? I'm not doing the math right now. I don't have my weather app up because I'm using my phone to do the stream. Shot by Hoylett! Past the post. That'll be a goal kick for Lopez. It's basically a slip and slide out there in Honduras. I need to see the frickin' satellite picture. I think it was a tropical remnant, not a remnant, but a tropical wave to drop the rain there. I think that Costa Rica will have the home field advantage tomorrow. Probably not. Probably not. New Zealand is closer. I don't think it's going to be like all the Peruvians who were there for the Peru-Australia game. I think this is more... I don't know if New Zealand's going to have the home field advantage. I don't know how many people are going to be there. I'm not completely sure, I mean, Costa Rica definitely could pull the same thing as Peru did. I would expect it. I know Costa Rica are very heavy into football. I would expect them to be there, but New Zealand is also closer to Qatar, so I think. Probably should search that. That's not a foul! And it is. Steven Vittoria gets a foul. Nah, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. 5th minute. Yellow card, Steven Vittoria. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. That's not a foul. He slipped on his ass. Vittoria didn't even take it down. Kyoto slipped. All right. That's what this game gonna be like, ain't it? I'll see my family from Louisiana when we're at the beach. Everyone I know it's going to be hella fun. Nice. Canadians who said Croatia was old. They beat France in France. Mostly early 20s players in the best midfield in the world. Modric, Kovacic, and Brozovic. That is a pretty good midfield, but it was still 1-0 on a Modric penalty. So, and they saw it out. But it's not like they beat them 4. But hey, at least they got revenge for 2018. I won't ever forgive Bob Bradley for benching Buba Lopez and putting on Tyler Miller as a starter. No one said Croatia is old. I didn't. I mean, Tyler Miller ain't great. Then again, so Bob Bradley just sucks at picking goalkeepers, doesn't he? Okay. So that's why it took him so long to pick Westberg. Thank you. In France. Nice. Good for them. And this game's already getting sloppy. 0-0, 6th minute. Settle. Canada pressing now. Tyler Miller. So just Bob Bradley sucks at picking goalkeepers. Thank you for telling me. So that's why I just took him until really recently to pick Westberg. Thank you very much. Westberg until we get in Hugo Gonzalez from Necaxa. If we don't do that, it was like, what, 3 or 4 games? 5 games, maybe? I think that's where they're going to go, though. I mean, Plays forward. Kamal Miller attacking. Plays up to Davies. Davies gets pushed over. Free kick, Canada. Douchebag Gareth Wheeler said Croatia were over the hill. Okay, that's just Gareth Wheeler. Gareth Wheeler's just an idiot. He'll say anything. I do definitely think Canada's speed could give Croatia problems, but I don't think it's because of their age. I just think Croatia's a slower team. That's just the way they play, is a slower style of play. Wheeler, on the other hand, is just an idiot. But we know that already. I'm still better than Wheeler. I don't care. New Zealand, Costa Rica prediction. I still say Costa Rica 2-1 over New Zealand. How confident are you about Costa Rica winning over New Zealand or New Zealand winning over Costa Rica? What's your score prediction for the both of them? Well, Australia played Peru already, and they won on penalties, if you're asking for both. Plays through Atiba, and Hoylett slipped on his ass when he gave the free kick. But it's still there. Hoylett, Canada still going. Hoylett, this is sloppy as shit. That's out for a goal kick. Jesus, this is so sloppy. The Costa Rica-New Zealand game, though, I'm confident. I'm very confident Costa Rica wins. Andradina EC is the team in question that rigged a match yesterday. Yeah, they got what they deserved. But I'm pretty sure, about 80% sure, Costa Rica wins. Bubal Lopez is the second best goalkeeper in Central America behind Keylor Navas, and he won best goalie in the last Nations League. Tyler Miller sucks. Luis Lopez, eh? He's pretty good. As soon as the opposition shot, Andradina, defender, backheeled at purpose. Costa Rica wins tomorrow. They will not only be representing Costa Rica at the World Cup, but all of Central America at the World Cup. That is true. And all of North America is being represented, which this is probably, the first time that's ever happened? That it's all North American teams and the playoff team was Central American? And there's no Caribbean team at all? Kamal Miller playing forward. You're much better than Wheeler in the Sportsnet girl. She said tonight that Canada has a lot of traveling in Qatar during the World Cup. Qatar is a tiny country. I mean, to get there, it's a lot of traveling. But what up, Connor? But that's there and back. But in the country, I get the idea. I get what they were trying to say. Canada. I'm sticking with it. Canada. I get what she was trying to say, but she didn't say it right. One of the only ways New Zealand wins is if Bill goes off and leads his team to the World Cup as a Timbers storyline would make my heart warm. Yeah, me too, honestly. I'd feel good for him. I still think Costa Rica wins, but I'd be happy for Bill Tuiloma. Throw in for Canada. Richie Larea, 10th minute. This game is sloppy as all hell. But, I mean, it's pretty much they're just playing on a slip and slide. I don't think that's a good idea. I know they can't postpone the game because they have to play it in a certain window. They can't play 3 games tomorrow. But that's a throw-in for Canada. But I would say they probably should have. They said in Qatar they have a lot. Oh, that was exactly the words. Oh. Yeah, I don't know what they were thinking. Could you search up Andradina EC and see if they rigged the match? Because nobody except a TikTok and a local TV channel showed this. Did you read my comment? I read your comment. Did I miss? Okay, now there we go. Jorge Campos needs to be the coach of Pumas. I mean, Andres Lillini is good, but I think a legend of Pumas should be. What do you think? Or Hugo Sanchez again. I mean, Lillini is proven to be great. He understands. He may not be a Pumas legend, but he's a legend because he's coached. He understands the culture. But Jorge Campos, I don't know if Jorge Campos or Hugo Sanchez are better than Lillini. I'm not completely sold on that. Now, if Lillini leaves after his contract, they could go with Campos or Sanchez. But again, they have to fill those boots of a coach who learned the culture and understands the culture. So, I don't know. What do you think about the Sonny Kittle rumors of him coming to MLS? It's always some of these European no-name players make a big name for themselves in MLS. I mean, he'll probably be good for Kansas City. Eustachio Overruns the ball, but still has room to play it. Buchanan. 12th minute. Maldonado still with Buchanan. This is so damn sloppy. Eustachio. Hoylett! Hoylett saved by Lopez. I thought that was about to be 1-0 if it wasn't rainy. No, I haven't. Been pretty damn busy. New Zealand and Costa Rica play very similar to each other. Yeah, I've touched on that. Andradina, I'll check that at halftime. I don't outright watch trailers anyway. Cross in. I need to just write it. Say goal! Goal! Honduras! 14th, that was bound to happen. That was bound to happen. Kevin Lopez of Motagua. Goal. Kevin Lopez, goal. Ah, hell. 13th minute. Nice run in. Defensive mistake all the way through. Long ball. Defender on onside. Falls for Lopez. Defender slips. Lorea slips. Can't get to foot to it. Yep, that's in. The field is shit. 1-0. Yeah, I'm shocked, but I'm not shocked. That was bound to happen, frankly. Rain is giving Honduras hope. The rain game. That's what we're going to call this one. The rain game. I mean, Canada will probably still come back, right? I mean, there's still 75, 77 minutes. They'll still come back, right? Soccer played in all weather. That's the beauty of the game. I agree. But even Seattle doesn't have as bad of fields as this. And it rains all the time. Or Portland. And that's a foul. This feels like a Honduras shithouse the win thanks to weather conditions. Which I'm not mad about it. Canada will probably still win the group. They just have to win both their games in March. Or draw. I mean, Canada's had chances too. This is sloppy. Qatar's not prepared for the World Cup because one room is like 200,000 euros and there isn't a lot of hotels at the World Cup for fans to stay at, and Qatar shouldn't be a host for the World Cup. Canada needs adversity on the field. Well, they got it. Oh, they got it right now. They got it. It should have been Mexico, Canada, and U.S. at this point. To be fair, it's been raining. Well, that's exactly what I've been saying. I mean, it's a freaking slip and slide out there. They're playing on a slip and slide. Look at the freaking splashes you see every time somebody moves their foot. That pitch is waterlogged. That is a slip and slide. It's like it's Mississippi in freaking July. 110 degrees and freaking, geez, man. And that's a foul. Yep, free kick Honduras. All the players today were gassed in the 65th minute. Now, I'm just saying, the first time I ever heard his name was when these rumors popped up. And it's always like Adam Buxa, before he came to New England. He was a nobody. Karol Swiderski, nobody. Sonny Kittle, nobody. Yeah, I don't watch the Dutch league. Sue me. Well, I mean, besides Buchanan, but sue me. And that's a foul. Exactly. Point is that all these no names from Europe that nobody really cares about or notices go to MLS, become a star, then go back. Like Adam Buxa. It's glad that MLS could do that, but Oh, I can't wait. Sadly, it's in March, though. You're pushing, no, send him to Edmonton. Send him to Edmonton. Do it again. Azteca in March. Canada versus Honduras. Let's do it again. I'm sure it'll still snow up there. It's what? Late March? I'm sure it's probably still snowing. Hell, when we played Jamaica, it was still snowing in Toronto. Azteca, baby. Bring it. Or no, we'll just send him to Nunavut. Fuck, you want to do this rain shit? Fuck you. We're sending you to Nunavut. We're sending you to Nunavut. Hilarious. That'd be hilarious. We're sending you to Nunavut. We're gonna send you to freaking shot. Saved by Borean. Actually, no. Let's just see if the Azteca is that bad. Somebody get me the climate of Edmonton in March. I got an idea. Exactly. Again, my point stands. And then the dudes that freaking, also the other guys at Sporting are going after. There's only 24 hours in a day. Besides, I'm not a Euro snob, so. England National League, York City would have canceled a match due to waterlogged pitch because it's England. Because it's England. 18th minute, 1-0, 1-0. Even if Mexico does get knocked out of the group stage World Cup, Tata will stay, unfortunately. And that's the messed up part of it. If how do I design the TFC jersey? For me, I like the current home jersey. I think that's pretty good. I think they need one with like red and onyx stripes. I'm more worried about the away jerseys than the third jerseys. Like, if there was a third jersey, I'd like to have it Raptors purple or maroon and white. Well, if I was coaching, but that won't happen. Pumas, I like that terracotta kit. That should be a away kit. I like their home kits, like the blue sleeves and then like the white front and the gold front. Those two kits are good. I like those. They're new kits. But I did like that terracotta kit last year, the red one. I liked that. I think they should also make another one of those. That was pretty good. Like white sleeves and then the red body. Like the terracotta wine body. Perfect. Be perfect. Plays forward. Atiba Hutchinson. Canada going forward. I mean, I'd rather lose to Honduras tonight than in January, so hey, this ain't so bad. Eustachio making the run. Steven Eustachio. Steven Eustachio still running. I think they figured it out finally. Buchanan, that'll be a throw-in for the Canadians. Shaq Moore, I would say, is an upgrade over Van Ronken. I would agree. Nigeria 10-0 and France out of Nations League at the moment. 50 goals and assists in the German second division. I do not watch the German second division. I'm maybe a football hipster, but that's because I watch CONCACAF and lionize it like it's something worth it. Like amazing. Buchanan, if they call a foul the other way, I swear to God, Buchanan has the ball. Buchanan still. Buchanan through. That's going to go out for a corner. Goal kick, my ass. Oh, no, it is a corner. Ghost Fire with 100. Says on Hunna. The world's largest slip and slide. It'd be a lot better up here. 89 degrees at 9:30. It'd be a lot better up here. Thank you, Invest 92L. Or is it 93L? I think maybe 93. I don't know. Is it true that RSL have no away kit? Now, they have an away kit. I just haven't seen it. That's a foul for Honduras. The other way, free kick. Atiba. Guys are talking to. The FMF is so corrupt. When a good coach gets hired, he gets fired after some time. When a bad coach like Tata comes in, they fall head over heels in love with him and decide to keep him for a while. I think that's on Mikel Ariola. Oh, no. Vittoria, you're lucky that wasn't a second yellow. This is about to go from bad to worse, isn't it? Luckily, it's Nations League instead of a World Cup qualifier. I feel like this is going to go from bad to worse. I just don't know why. Free kick from Honduras. What happened to Kyrie Shelton? The time he failed in the second German division. I didn't know he even played in the German second division. He probably went over when Jurgen Klinsmann was still there, wanting all the players to go to Europe, and they all just went to Germany. I don't think Kyrie Shelton was ever good enough for Europe. I don't think he ever was. Canada playing forward. It's already gone from bad to worst. Keeper slipped. How about from worse to even worse? What would be the best TFC squad in your opinion? Like, what players would you use to win the MLS Cup and Shield and CCL? Like, just like overall from their history, or just like what I'd want to see? Is anyone else watching on TUDNA Spanish channel? I'm watching TUDNA. I think Rebel probably would be too. I think most people would probably be watching on TUDNA, and that's straight to Luis Lopez. That's the easiest move, is watching on TUDNA. Because I don't know if you have Paramount Plus or not, you know? I have Paramount Plus, but since I want to watch TV, you know, I'm watching on TV, so I'm closer to the regular time, so there you go. And all these Nations League games are on TUDNA, at least the one, like what you want to see. In goal, I like the Hugo Gonzalez move. I do. TV Azteca has the best commentators. No, I don't have that. I think that's actually just Mexico itself. I think TUDNA is like by country-wise. Save by Borjan. In goal, Hugo Gonzalez. Back four, Alan Mozo. It's 1-0 Honduras because it's a rainy day. It's a waterlogged pitch that's basically playing like a slip and slide. At least Canada's side don't look so bad now. Plays forward. Larea. Buchanan. Buchanan still. Pick it up, Atiba. Come on, Troubadour. Eustachio. Larea still. Still Richie Larea. Larea still. Cross. Richie. Damn it. In goal, or I said Gonzalez in goal, Alan Mozo. Back, the center backs. This is basically if there was no salary cap, okay? Because, no, we're going to try to follow the rules. Center backs, we'll keep Salcedo and McNaughton as the center back pairing. We'll put Larea on the other side as a wing back. Center defensive mid. I'm going to go with Ralph Prizo. Then keep Oso and Pozuelo. And then put Insigne, Jimenez, and and Bernardeschi. Boom. So in goal, Gonzalez. It was a good weekend. It's been a great weekend. We're going to have a good week as well. Kyoto. Oh, no. Romel! Save by Borjan and almost ran under his legs. 25th minute. It was a good weekend. For me. So again, Hugo Gonzalez in goal. Alan Mozo. Somehow on TAM. Somehow we have him on TAM. Or no, we buy down Salcedo and then get Bernardeschi with that. And then Alan Mozo's the third DP. Then Salcedo, McNaughton. Larea's loan back. That's what I'd want to see. Prizo, Osorio, Pozuelo, Insigne, Jimenez, Bernardeschi. That's the way I see it. Bernardeschi. That's the way I see it. That'd be the best. That's what I'd want. Out of the top 11 on TFC. No, I do not want Criscito. Why do you ask? I think he's old as sin, and I don't think it's going to help. I think he's just there because Insigne is his best friend. I don't think he'll be that good. We could still play the youth, honestly. The youth waste of space, fake left outside backs. The makeshift outside backs. It honestly would work better, frankly. I don't think Criscito is going to be that good. I don't. I think he's going to suck. The fact that he didn't want to come that early after the Red Bulls thing happened makes me see that he's not. No, I've not. I've only played a little bit, actually, but I haven't played it fully, but I do have it. Well, that would make me eat my words, wouldn't it? I think, well, Alex Bono. If he gets traded, I'd be happy. If it's Westberg and Gonzalez as our main goalkeepers, and then Ranjit Singh takes Westberg's spot after he retires, I'd be happy with that. Or Gavron. Bono, honestly, Alex Bono, yeah, that'd be the answer right now. Bradley, he's actually playing well right now, and he's going to still coach for TFC one of these days after he retires. He's basically going to be there till he's done. I don't think we're going to Josie him. Every other player I'm pretty good with, frankly. Zavaletta's gone. Soteldo's gone. Josie's gone. I think last offseason took care of most of those questions. Ubo! Ike Ubo! Still with Canada. I thought Ike Ubo had that. I haven't played a video game in 1 year, but Last of Us was popular like in 2014. So I haven't played a video game in over the year. 2-1 Costa Rica. So probably that answer is pretty much Alex Bono. I want him to leave the club, and I'll be happy if he does. Bernardeschi isn't that good, Ryan. He had great potential coming from Fiorentina. As a Juve fan, it just didn't work out with him. Should maybe look elsewhere for another DP. But Toronto's definitely not City. Let's go with it. It can't be worse than the Crescito signing. Cross in. Maybe he needs a change of scenery. Maybe MLS he'll do great in. I think he's definitely talented enough for MLS. It's worth a shot. Buchanan header. It's worth a shot. Goal kick. 29th minute. It's worth a shot. SKC are so desperate. They're linked to players all our ass. Well, that's what happens when you have so many injuries and 2 of your DPs are hurt and you can't replace their spots. You only could just pay them the replacement's $500K. They're basically going through Atlanta in 2020. Remember? Kubo Torres? Atlanta's situation in 2020 was the exact same. They used that $500K relief spot on Kubo Torres when Joseph Martinez was hurt. Did it do anything? No. No, it didn't. They are. And then, inexplicably, he stayed for another year. And then they replaced him with Dom Dwyer. For some reason, Dom Dwyer scored a couple of goals. I don't know how. Davy Flores free kick. 30th minute. Canada should have sent their water polo team instead. That's probably more like what this game is. Davy Flores, ball crossed in. Header. Eustachio. I mean, this game isn't so bad. Who's winning MLS Cup this year? Header Hart. Header Hart. Where should I go with this? I still think Toronto makes a run with their summer signings. I still do. That's probably more heart than head, but it's kind of like 2019 where I was saying it played out the way it did. So, heart, Toronto. I think the summer signings are going to work. Head, Philly. I think New York without Dalla and Tati is going to be a problem. Seattle, they could probably make a run. No joke. Seattle could probably make a run. Portland could probably make a run. But right now, Philly or LAFC. Head. Heart, Toronto. The field is better than BMO Field in March. TFC should look at Christian Benteke. Not too old and would dominate MLS. A perfect target man to link up with Jimenez and Lorenzo. Yeah. Tata wants to sack after Jamaica due to his team lineup. What lineup is it? I did not see TUDNA's post. Is it the same one they used against Suriname or even worse? No. Normally, no, yeah, that field sucked in March this year. It did. At least the first until the international break. And then the sand pit against Independiente in 2019. 2 Bradleys means no chance for TFC. Michael's actually been playing pretty good recently, I have to admit. Shot. Past the post, that'll be a goal kick. 31st minute, 32nd minute. Vancouver for sure. That's a joke. is it like this is not a real that Honduras is like getting better? It's more like it's a rainy ass day, and then the conditions are helping them. I don't even think they played that well. It's a very sloppy game, and Canada made a mistake, and Larea basically slipped and couldn't get to the ball, closing down Kevin Lopez. I think that was the problem. Cross in, be a goal corner kick. I think. Yep, corner kick. Corner kick here for the Canadians. I need to see a draw by halftime. Then I'll be comfortable with this. If not, boom boom, boom boom. Ubo Hutchinson. Give credit. I'm giving credit to Honduras. They've done what they've had to do. I'm not giving them credit, but I'll completely give them credit if they pull off this result. If Canada comes back, header, and Steven Vittoria bottles it. Is it because he slipped or is it because it was a shit header? I'm not completely sure. 33rd minute. I'm not mad about this game. You can't basically, it's kind of hard to play on a slip and slide. I mean, the sad part is Canada's end isn't as bad as Honduras is, but Honduras is up. Oh, wait, that means halftime. They do need to score by halftime then, because they'll be on the other side. And it's raining again. That is good news. Oh, hell. Thank you, Invest93L. How can I blame a tropical wave for making Canada lose? This is the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life. Worlds collide, eh? Read my comment. No, it's a new lineup with youth spread everywhere. Can't wait to see it. Curacao beat Honduras away, but it wasn't raining. God didn't piss on the field. God didn't zip down his fly and piss on the field against Curacao. I guess God was drunk. And he opened up his fly to piss on the field in Honduras. Thank you. That's actually pretty interesting to mention that it's raining in Honduras, because I feel like it's going to rain in El Salvador, because I saw on Instagram the UFC is practicing in the rain. Maybe the bands of that invest is still going to be hitting tomorrow. We'll find out. El Salvador ain't far off from Honduras. There's an invest near the country. Tropical wave. I would know. Thank you, Central American Gyre, you piece of shit. Thank you, June Climatology, for the hurricane season, you piece of shit. It's your fault that Canada's losing. It's your fault. Thank you. I think Costa Rica should beat New Zealand. I agree. Read my comment. I did. Hypothetical situation. If Balotelli were to play in MLS, which team should he play on? I remember DC United rumors back in the day. I think he'd be perfect for LAFC. He's already insulted LA team before. Yeah, I could see LAFC going for that. I really could. Floyd Mayweather almost got knocked out, but instead of going to the ground, he holded onto the guy's arm and got an uppercut and squatted to keep his balance. He just should have just fell. Croatia versus Russia last November makes this game look like it's played in a desert. Oh, I need to see the highlights of that one. Maybe it's not as bad. Jose Alvarez with a Honduras flag. Marvin Rodriguez saying, let's go Honduras. I mean, y'all are doing what you got to do. Y'all are doing what you got to do. 36 minute, 1-0, 1-0. Respect. I am actually going to take a screenshot of the graphical tropical weather outlook and say we lost because of a tropical wave and put that on the thumbnail. I'm going to do that. Thank you. I will do that. If anybody's going to do that, it's me. Because I think there's, yeah. You first, Jamaica will be Tata disaster and Tata alert will commence. And welcome to Tata Alert. El Gordo puts out a giant lineup of youth against Jamaica, and the Reggae Boys beat Mexico. Tata's hot seat is hotter than a grill. The charcoal's lit, it's burning, and his ass is redder than a tomato. Will he get fired? He could, but we don't know. He could, but we don't know. Davies, and it's out for a throw-in. Which quote is better? Peace was never an option, or every day we stray further from God? Both things can work. I like peace was never an option, but both things can work. Peru plays like Canada. Honduras is the best at CONCACAF. Croatia versus Russia was a clincher for the World Cup. Making excuses when Canada loses, classic Ryan. I mean, technically, it's not an excuse when you can see this pitch is a slip and slide. Of course, Honduras is better in that weather because it's a more tropical climate, because it's in the tropics. They play CONCACAF League games in tropical storm weather. You don't remember 2020? We were going through the Greek name list on the hurricane season. Hurricane makes a landfall. Once it gets to Honduras, it's a tropical storm. What do? They play through a downpour. What was it, Eta? Was it Eta, I think? Tropical storm, Hurricane Eta? Yeah. So a tropical disturbance is nothing. And that happened like 2 match rounds because there was like one after the other for the big hurricanes in Central America. They're playing water polo pretty much. Let's go Canada, I agree. In Honduras, it's raining. I can tell. Davies playing forward. This is the move. And they blew it. 39th minute. Get the ball. Nice. Eustachio. Canada's not playing horribly, though, but they're definitely not used to this. And that's a giveaway. That's not a foul. And a yellow card for Hoylett. They play like that during hurricane season. I've basically said that. Edmonton's tropical for 1 week a year. Mexico has the talent to make the round of 16 in the World Cup, but the problem that's holding them back and devolving them is Gerardo El Gordo Martino. I don't know if you picked that up because of me or I'm not the only one. Still ain't getting tropical storms, but rainy. Tata's been caca for Mexico, especially against Uruguay. Agreed. I saw pizza with pears. Is that a sin? I mean, probably for the same reason pineapple with pizza is a sin, but it's not widely accepted. So it's a solo sin, you know. It's like, yeah, it's a sin, but nobody widely accepts pizza with pears like they do pineapple. So all you got to do is condemn one person instead of like thousands, hundreds of thousands. If it's a fruit pizza, I understand it. But if it's a pizza with cheese and marinara sauce and other things, and you put pears on it, I didn't know a pizza place could do that. They probably did it themselves. They probably made that at home. 41st minute. That's a sin. If it tastes good, it's not a sin. I picked that up. Okay. All right. Tata's for a father in Croatian. What do you think about Raul Jimenez and Christian Pulisic? I think Raul Jimenez is still the better player right now. I think Raul's still the better player. Pulisic's a fraud. Pulisic only shows up against Mexico. Pulisic is a fraud. Or in Champions League knockout matches. That's all he shows up in. Pulisic is not boy wonder. He is a fraud. He only shows up when he's most needed. Let's show the Pulisic sign. Fraud. Jimenez is still better, and he's been injured. But Raul Jimenez is still better. At least he has an injury to have an excuse for. Right? Pulisic is just a fraud. Remember when USA played Honduras in Minnesota, which was cold? Yep. We're not the team you're supposed to get revenge on, Honduras. But if you want to, we'll send your ass to Edmonton in March. How you gonna like Azteca? You're asking for it now. Tata's a fraud for Mexico. Jimenez is a fraud for Mexico. Pulisic's more of a fraud just overall. Pulisic is a celebration merchant. Man in the mirror. Michael Jackson did it better. Davies going forward. Still has the ball. And that's going to go out for a Canadian throw. Pulisic tried the gritty, and it was like a grandma doing it. He doesn't have that sauce. He doesn't have that sauce. Pulisic is a freaking suburban boy. He's a suburban white boy who probably wears Vineyard Vines. He does not have that sauce to do the gritty. He ain't down with the streets. That man ain't down with the streets. He ain't got that sauce. If the gritty was something back in 2004, I bet John Cena could do it. But turns out, current John Cena, you wouldn't want to see. Point is, you're either like a 2004 John Cena or you're like a 2020 John Cena. Pulisic's more like the Superman one. He ain't with the streets. He can't do it. He ain't do it. 44th minute. That's why Canada will never be kings of CONCACAF. Yeah, because we basically got beat by a tropical system. Yeah, I know. Thank you. Thank you. Hit that like button. Thank you. Still got to have to fix this. There's some off of Pulisic, even though both his parents are Croatian. And his father is a whiny. Is whiny too. Pulisic probably wears boat shoes to a wedding. I wouldn't be shocked. And, oh, by the way, Pulisic's father is pretty damn whiny on Twitter, you know. Like, he's like Marcelo Flores' father without basically forcing his kid to play for the national team. I mean, they are, but I definitely understand the point. 45th minute, you know. I don't know if you've noticed that. 45th minute. 1-0, 1-0. Halftime or free kick for Honduras. One minute of stoppage time. I will check that at halftime, see if there is. And then look at hopefully his brother isn't as crap as Christian. Well, I mean, his brother's a goalkeeper. I like Shaq more on the Timbers. I think that could work. Dude, how Mexico's playing under Tata, I would not be surprised if they nearly beat San Marino, tied to San Marino, or even gave San Marino their second win ever. Send San Marino to, I guess, Estadio Corona, and let's see what happens. And if Tata don't get fired after that, in reality, the true king historically is none other than Mexico. Pulisic has too many tattoos, and that probably leached into his bloodstream. Borjan to take a free kick, and he's just going to go up. This referee's a jackass. At least it's not thundering. Yeah, and that means we have a rain delay, but maybe. Honduras will probably play through a thunderstorm, too. Plays forward. Halftime, 1-0. 1-0. Not the best half. Surely could be better. Canada hadn't been horrible, but Honduras has definitely used their environment to their advantage. 1-0, 1-0 at halftime. We'll take a short break, be back for the stats, and sit tight. And yes, the ref is a jackass. Well, we'll see. Ref is smiling, definitely. Sit tight, be back. Back. Prediction holding up. Ref's doing a decent job. Canucks need to stop being so whiny. Ref is a jackass. I mean, we'll see. You need some fluke goals. Probably. Stats at the half. Oh, almost sat on them. I've never done that before. Stats at the half. 4 shots to 4. 3 shots on goal to 2. 1 assist to 0. 6 steals to 2. 6 fouls to 9. 56% possession to 44% possession. Nope. Offside on the other side. Corner kicks 2 to 2. 137 correct passes to 99 incorrect passes to 20. Yep, that makes a lot of sense. 146 passes to 110. 94% pass accuracy to 82. Cards, 0 yellows to 3 and no reds on either side. Honduras is using their advantage, their environment to their advantage. Canada hasn't played horribly, but they've made some mistakes. They've been slippery. They've played a slippery game. They've been slipping all over the pitch. It's a slip and slide. Canada's not used to it, of course. What would you expect? Honduras is used to this environment, and they're playing exactly how they need to play to shut down Canada. Canada's had a couple of chances, but you just don't see it like they would want, what you've expected. But then again, I'd rather see Canada lose here than in January if they had to lose in San Pedro Sula in this sort of way. I mean, Honduras is doing what they need to do. I give respect to that. And using their environment to their advantage. I'm good with that. How's Buba playing? Luis Lopez, pretty good. Been playing well. Making some saves. Tough goalkeeper, as always. I guess he is better. I mean, yeah, he is better than Tyler Miller. That's not a question. But, yeah, Bob Bradley was an idiot for that. But pretty good. Very good goalkeeper, playing well right now. And yes, I have checked. It is a tropical disturbance that's making it rain like that in Honduras. Yes, it is an invest. So yes, I can use the graphical tropical weather outlook and be like, we lost to a tropical disturbance. We lost to a tropical wave, and throw it to the side. Tongue-in-cheek, kind of. It's more of a tongue-in-cheek reference to my worlds colliding than me being a excuse shop for it. But trust me, I respect what Honduras is doing. I think they're playing to their advantage. It's their climate. They're playing and they're using it to their advantage. So I can't get mad at that. I just think it's funny how my worlds are kind of colliding there. You know, it's like tropical weather causes Canada to get CONCACAF and owned. It is what it is. Now, somebody needs to get in the ear of the CSA and say the March game needs to be held at Edmonton. Ice Teca version 2. You want to have a sick a tropical storm on us? We'll sick a tropical disturbance on us. We'll sick a winter storm on you. Second half could be snow. The second leg could be. I mean, it's in March. In Edmonton, I mean, hell, it still snowed in Toronto at the end of March. So Edmonton's Edmonton. So Ice Teca could still probably be a case of things. Be back. Now I figured out why CONCACAF scheduled this Canada and Honduras game on this day. Let me teach you something about the tropics, okay? In June, most tropical activity in the Atlantic forms close to home. In the Caribbean Sea, in the Gulf of Mexico, and the Gulf Stream, and the Bay of Campeche. Where is Honduras very close to? The Caribbean Sea. Yes, you got that right. The Central American gyre is part of how these tropical waves could form, as well as them being picked up from westerly waves off of Africa closer to home. They can form that way as well. What was this disturbance? A westerly wave picked up by the Central American gyre. Yes. That's how it works. And there's this 50% chance it forms in 5 days into a named system, but doesn't matter. Even if it's a wave, it has rain and convection, and it has a low-level spin. Yes. Yes. That's how it works in June and July. You don't really start getting the Cape Verde hurricanes until August, and the peak of the hurricane season in September. In June, if something forms, or July, if something forms, or early August, it forms closer to home, or later in the season as well. September, October, and November, as you could see from the storms that hit Honduras and El Salvador in 2020, the Greek name storms that season. So there's your tropical minute. Yes, I'm going to take any opportunity I can. There's your opportunity. So you learned a little bit about the tropical Atlantic and how tropical storms form, or at least the climatology. That's why it was. I'm not saying CONCACAF wanted that to happen. It just ironically happened, but I knew about this wave from like 4 days ago. I should have saw this coming, but I did not. Why is Mexico the most hated Latin American team? Because they're the biggest. That sort of situation. Hell, they're the biggest. Up until recently, they were the biggest team in CONCACAF. So that's probably why. Those other Latin teams probably want to be Mexico. Or be Argentina. Or be Brazil. But Mexico's more closer to their backyard. So it's probably that situation. I've watched 2 OSL West Division games. And the soccer doesn't look as sharp as pre-COVID. I agree. I think that was bound to happen because it's a lower league that wasn't able to play as much. Like, it was hard for them to get played because of COVID. So that would make sense. Finally, some good news for once. Thank a tropical disturbance. Thank a tropical wave. Invest 92 or 93L? I could have sworn there was 92L while PTC 1 Alex was forming, but Invest 92, 93L, tropical disturbance, thank that. Thank your lucky stars. Of course, when Canada gets CONCACAF, it's not the referees. No, it's tropical weather. It's like CONCACAF's like, no, we got to do it in a way that he'll understand. I don't know about love, but like respect. I respect it. I mean, there were CONCACAF League games that were played in tropical storm weather in 2020 when those Greek names were around. I think it was Eta, tropical Hurricane Eta. No, Delta. Delta was. No, Delta made landfall in Louisiana. I got to check those again. Canada, USMNT and Canada have winter cold. We have rain. Fair enough, but when you go to Edmonton in March, I don't want to hear you crying about it. I mean, you already kind of, Minnesota, but you're. I'm not saying I'm crying about a tropical storm. Or a tropical wave. It's just, I'm just gonna harp on it because it's like my worlds are colliding. That's why it's weird. I've never expected that to happen. Canada actually is so good that the only thing that could beat them is the tropical system. I never thought my worlds would collide like that. That's why it just takes me aback. I never thought my worlds would collide like that. It's not even a name system. Canada peaked in Hamilton against U.S. CONCACAF champs sure look in disarray. Again, it's basically a slip and slide out there in Honduras. I don't think Canada hasn't played horribly. They've had their chances, but it's also a freaking slip and slide out there, which definitely helps Honduras. I don't think I'd say Canada is in disarray. They played well against Jamaica as well, and they honestly played well against Costa Rica. They played well against Curacao. I think it's just the situation here. The worst thing that could possibly happen is a lightning delay, and they just called off the game with Honduras winning 1-0. Yep. We used to play in the afternoon, but they stopped probably for TV distribution money. Oh, I remember 8-1. Light as day. Yep. Oh, yeah. I remember. Stephen Hart's Mighty Reds. Oh, hell. Oh, hell. Light as day. 8-1. I mean, at least we still slayed those demons. So, I remember. I'd like to watch Woodbridge Strikers and Vaughn Azzurri play in the OSL Elite Division, but I don't have the time. Anyone's watched them. Haven't watched them recently, no. Jamaica's about to beat Mexico tomorrow. I would agree. I think. Have you not seen the lineup? It's pretty much full of youth players. And I mean youth players. Tata is throwing that. People be like, San Pedro Sula doesn't scare people anymore. I mean, throw in a tropical system, and I mean. But we don't play in the afternoon. It's like, what, you have to play in the afternoon? Nobody wins all the time. It's most important to win when it counts. And that's what Canada did. We won at San Pedro Sula in January when it counted. This, we could still win the group if we win our next 2 games in March. And we'll be playing Honduras at home and Curacao away. I think those are winnable. This is just a setback. This is just a setback. That's all this is. I'd rather win in the Octo when it really matters than the CONCACAF Nations League when you can easily set that one up and back. Canada with their A team, and look at Mexico. Who's winning? 1-0 Honduras, 1-0. Now, Canada's A team, it's just, oh, so it's not. So they have messed with a pitch. It's not a freaking slip and slide anymore. Well, I guess we'll be fine then. Hoyland plays through. Shot! Ubo! And that's a save by Lopez. Exactly. Jamaica's probably going to win 2-0 in Kingston, and Mexico fans are going to be in disbelief. I can't wait to see it. That'll be enjoyable. And Lopez's leg, he's holding it. But it looks like they fixed the slip and slide pitch. There's no splashes. Good play by Ubo. Afternoon would have made a difference. Embarrassing if Canada loses. Honduras is at the very bottom of CONCACAF. Jamaica's not even beating this Mexico team. We'll see. I mean, Honduras got a goal. That with their climate. I think it was the goalkeeper who got hurt because he slid into his own defender. Ubo chipped. Canada still has time. They still have time, and it doesn't seem like a... How's Ubo look? I haven't been able to find a stream. He's looked pretty good. The moments he's had, he's looked pretty good. And I'm just going through his whole Canada career at moments. Not just tonight. Tonight, he's only had like 1, 2, 3 moments, but he's been pretty good. Overall, I like Ike Ubo. He does have talent. I like Ike Ubo. He has talent. I think he's a very good striker. He definitely could start if need be. Better than having Mr. Fubar. He's definitely better than Mr. Fubar. But then again, Mr. Fubar scored against Curacao when Ubo couldn't. So what does that even mean? I think he got a little bit unlucky, to tell you the truth, in that game. Definitely was knocking on the door against Costa Rica. Yeah. Mexico has a B team and they play well. That should be enough. This is now a good test. We'll see. Ubo better than Cava. Yeah. It's like, yep, Mr. Fubar. He's better. Eustachio plays forward. Buchanan. I think Canada will break through. They'll get there. Peru lost today. Take that, Pobre Bowl. Why do you hate Peru? I mean, I called it, but it seems like you have a hatred for Peru. Like, is that a Mexican thing or is that just a you thing? Your 2DNA is 30 seconds ahead of mine. We'll have it on TV. You probably have it as a stream. Mexico has a B team, but also has no A team. Bingo. Bingo. Every team they have seems at least like a B team because El Gordo doesn't know what he does. Tyler Miller for TFC. I would puke. I would puke. Thank you very much. And I think he got out. He got beat out by Dane St. Clair. We wanted Dane St. Clair, not Tyler Miller. Well, they tried to start him in Minnesota. I'd puke. I'd rather let's just get Hugo Gonzalez on loan from Necaxa. I mean, at least he's played in Mexico. This game brings me back to the day that Greg could have got fired if we had not won in Honduras. That was the day we embarrassed Honduras 4-1. Yep, the Pepe game. The Pepe train game, 50th minute. I hate the 7 Enanos de la Conmebol. They think they're better than Mexico. Headed away by Miller. Oh, shit. Everybody's in the box. That's not good news. Yeah, Conmebol does think they're better than Mexico, tell you the truth. Ubo. Ike Ubo. And he slips. Damn it. I just gave you praise, EK. And you do that. My Vafanculo. Come on now. Pick it up, pick it up. I mean, I guess it still is a slip and slide. That's got to be a foul. Play the ball forward. Nope. Free kick, actually. I mean, that was El Salvador. I think it was El Salvador, U.S. No, that was Honduras. No, wait. No, that was the one off Atiba's ass was El Salvador. The goal off Atiba's ass was El Salvador. I had to make sure. So it was the same window, and I sometimes get Cuscatlán and San Pedro Sula at night confused. Maybe I'm used to San Pedro Sula. '51st minute, 1-0. 1-0. Plays forward. Still going. Foul. San Pedro Sula was the cemetery in the octagonal. I agree. For sure. Hopefully Costa Rica lose. They're not. They're not losing tomorrow. Plays forward. Canada shot blocked away. Eustachio can't get it up. Ratlas. We'll see. Is what Jesus says. I don't think Costa Rica are losing tomorrow. Okay, this field is looking more waterlogged now. Poor drainage. I agree. At least it's not a slip and slide. It's just waterlogged. But I'd rather it be waterlogged than be a slip and slide like earlier. Cross in. I say Costa Rica wins. I want CONCACAF to have as many teams as they can. Plays back, chip, Eustachio, and he puts it over. Goal kick, 54th minute. 1-0. Lugo Brancio is a journalist from Costa Rica that thinks Costa Rica is the Gigante of CONCACAF. You're saying that makes me want to hate them? Now, that's just delusional. As in thinking they're the Gigante of CONCACAF. Now, that's just delusional. 54th minute. That's just delusional. Throw in, taken, cleared out. That'll be another throw in. No jokes. They say if their league is the Bundesliga of CONCACAF on me. In Ireland, they get more rain, but their ground is not clay and water passes through faster. Didn't really know that about Ireland. Didn't know. Technically, I'd say Bundesliga is about 3rd or 4th place in European leagues. Plays forward, that's a giveaway. That'll be out. Throw in. '56 minute. Uno a cero. Throw in. Ireland has a lot of limestone. That's why it has 40 shades of green. Interesting. Interesting. Guess I'll look into that. '56 minute. Honduras still going forward. Still going forward. Canada has a chance here. Davies, midfield. Foul. Looks like Adekube's coming on. Yes. Mark Anthony Kay and Jonathan David, they're going for it. Saludos desde Costa Rica, says Graven. Saludos. 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 And Daniel Henry, they're just going to use them all. Atiba Hutchinson off. Junior Hollett off for Adekube. K on for Hutchinson. Adekube on. David on. Ubo off for David. And Vittoria off for Henry. Jeff F says Honduras Papa. Pura Vida. My uncle put grass seed on his bare backyard 3 days. The grass was up 1/2 inch. That's Ireland. Sounds like a beautiful place. I see Canada in the World Cup. Quarterfinals. Buen equipo tiene Canada. Say quarterfinals. Honduran flags, I see. Not the latter ones, though. 60th minute. "19 hours of daylight this time of year." That sounds like a lot of time. "61st minute." "Hablos bien español." I honestly don't see the Mexico passing group stage. I'm ready for it. Not going to be disappointed. They probably won't. None much. Watching this game. No bueno. If Honduras ties Canada and Canada, they advance to the Final Four. I don't think that'll happen, but we'll see what happens. Canada does have to win out, though. Canada does have better goal difference. Free kick here. Even if they did lose 1-0, I mean, stuff. Prediction: Costa Rica versus New Zealand tomorrow. 2-1 Costa Rica. Free kick for Canada, yes. As Alphonso Davies, yep, started. Still on, too. Could be. 2-0 gana CR. Yeah. See? Cross in. Shot! Past the post. When people give Galaxy shit if they sign that 38-year-old defender, they're praising Chivas when they sign a 38-year-old. Well, I mean, Giorgio Chiellini is Giorgio Chiellini. Or are you just saying in general? Or are you just saying in general if it was Chiellini for the Galaxy? I mean, probably. Mostly LAFC fans, but I mean, probably you would get shit for it. But it is what it is. Just saying in general. 3-0 for 2-0 for New Zealand, a brace from Chris Wood. I don't see it. 64th minute. I don't see it. I don't see it. Yeah, that definitely is a puke. I don't see it. 64th minute. Looks like foul. When is Australia? So is Australia going to the World Cup? Yes. Yellow card, foul. Chris Wood, shit. I mean, he's a good player, but which betters? K-League, MLS, or Liga MX? MLS, Liga MX, K-League. Plays forward. But MLS, Liga MX, K-League. Oh, Kyoto got a yellow card. All right. – 66th minute. Insigne signed to bring Toronto from 10th to 10th. Wouldn't be shocked. Henry Maguire to Barca. Kyle Laren on. Looks all for Richie Laray. Oh, they're going for it. 7 for 13. Palma off. Moya on. Damn, it's raining. '67th minute. Be difficult at times to play on Spanish territory in the rain to shoot. Big up Keylor Navas. Eventually Canada has to score, which they will. I believe so. Big up Navas, yeah. I'd say top 3 goalkeeper in CONCACAF right now. Vargas, Avatlas, Blake, Navas. Goal kick here. Then I guess Lopez. '68th minute. Larry, Henry. Free kick plays up, 68th minute. How the F can you play like that? CONCACAF's weird. No, I'm not watching Stranger Things. Only thing I want to binge watch is Sopranos. Mark Anthony Kaye gives it away. 69th minute. Actually, yeah, I agree. He would be better. '69th minute. Throw in. Johnston. Ted Lasso season 3 coming out middle of summer, I heard. I do not have Apple Plus or Apple TV Plus, so don't know how to watch it. Couldn't tell you. 70th minute. Plays through. 20-plus goals and counting for Navas against Mexico, I guess. 70th minute. Although I don't blame you because Mexico is set to a higher standard. I mean, with the baseball games and all that. Why not? And MLS will probably make its way there, knowing them. So, probably will have to get it at some point. '71st minute. Crossed it. No rolls out. Be played forward. Laren. No, that was K. Davies. 71st minute. Now Laren. $2K. A little bit. Plays forward, Laren, and gives it away. Johnston plays up. Header down. Past the post. Be a goal kick. David's complaining. What reason, I don't know. Nah, it was just a bad header. Stop complaining. 72nd minute. Stole my PS5. We just got one. '73rd minute. Player down, hurt. Castellanos about to come on for injured player. Exactly. Daily Dybala gonna buy the Galaxy. That's not going to happen. Maldonado. Melendez is about to come off. Dybala doesn't have enough money. That'd be true. Logan thinks he's going to the Galaxy. I tell him he's wrong. Okay. Oh, no. Oh, no. 74th minute. Plays forward. 75th minute. Johnston. Chivas get their 38-year-old defender, and we got a Cam that's in his prime. What 38-year-old defender, though? Who? All I know is Columbus is finished. I mean, Luke de Jong is going to Toluca, but Paulo Dybala and Cavani are actually going to Liga MX. Dybala. You know what? Maybe Logan isn't off his rocker for the Galaxy thing. Maybe he's not off his rocker. All I know is Columbus is finished. And Caleb Porter needs to go. That's all I know. And that Courtois is actually a better coach than Laurent Courtois is actually a better coach than Caleb Porter is. That's all I know. And to be honest, some of the Crew 2 players are actually better than the main players. That's all I know. 76th minute. The referee should stop the game. They can't play like that. I mean, they've been playing for 76 minutes now, so... Weghorst is better than Tosun, but Columbus are finished. That's why you don't trade Jossie Zardes, even if he may be crap. Caleb Porter is an idiot of the highest order. Won't give TFC a playoff spot, unfortunately. Let me believe we make a run. Thank you very much. Let me believe we make a run. Thank you very much. Until it doesn't happen, let me believe it. Because honestly, can you explain why? Why? Columbus are finished? Caleb Porter's wild ride is in the position of being trash. That pitch is right now is poor, makes for crappy football. I agree, though, to be fair. Zardes put a hex on them, and I'm here for it. Honestly, I agree. I didn't know Zardes was a wizard, but then again, with the haircut he has, you know, yeah, maybe he is. And then the face goals, you know, I'm good with that. Bob Bradley's a fraud. Yeah, Cenk Tosun of Everton, which is barely Premier League in itself. Idiots. Caleb Porter doesn't know jack shit. It's Cenk Tosun. Why is Caleb Porter a jackass? Why is Caleb Porter a jackass? Like, once his act runs thin, his teams suck. He's a jackass. Look, ask Portland. Brad Bobley. I'd rather have Bob Bradley. I'd rather have Bob Bradley than Caleb Porter. I mean, Gio Savarese is still better than Caleb Porter, but you know. No, I'd rather have Caleb Porter than Chris Armas. I won't go that far. Tolman said it'll be the signing of the summer. Who paid him to say that? 78th minute. Who paid him to say that? Set goal. Son of a bitch. Son of a... Carlos Melendez. Ay, ay, ay. We just lost to a tropical storm. We just lost to a tropical system. I'm done. Ay. Carlos Melendez. Goal. In the 79th minute. 2-0. 2-0. I come back here and Columbus is getting bashed. Honduras is feeling better than Bob. They are. Connor, Canada's first. No, they lost to Costa Rica and Panama, if you remember. I don't know if this is more of a shithouse loss or not. Less. Yeah, I can't lie. It's a tropical disturbance masterclass, but thank you. It's a tropical disturbance masterclass, but thank you very much. But Honduras worked it. Yep, Melendez. No, it's Curvin Arriaga. Curvin Arriaga, the Minnesota United. CONCACAF, their website. It's Curvin Arriaga of the Minnesota United. Sorry, it was a Curvin Arriaga goal. Boom. 2-0. Y'all got to take Honduras to an ice rink. Edmonton. Again. I mean, Edmonton in March, it'll probably be snowy. A long time ago, I think he called your team the Real Madrid of MLS or some shit. I don't know what he was on at the time, but he indeed is a jackass. Saved by Boreon, but doesn't matter. I agree. Columbus slander resulted in Canada conceding. I don't feel bad about it. I agree. Probably. Honduras finished last in the World Cup qualifier. Yep, they did. 4 points. It's notes. It's notes. No. El Gigante de CONCACAF thinks they're New Mexico 2-0. Honduras best in the world. Yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here. 81st minute. Back to reality for Canada, man. Croatia and Belgium are going through. Canada's going to get its consolation win in the group stage against Morocco. Yeah, when that could happen as well. That could happen as well. Honduras Federation had some serious issues they kept putting off. Apparently, them finishing last wasn't as much of a shock to their fans as the rest of us. Yeah. Yeah. And now we get beat by a tropical disturbance. What can I do? Hey, the worlds collide, don't they? 82nd minute. No. I can't draw. Someone from the stands went on the field and slipped. I mean, it's better than the protesters in the first game at BC Place. Canada has to play in Curacao on artificial field. We'll still beat them. And then we'll send Honduras to Edmonton and beat them there. I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. I guess. What is it about USA and Canada where they can't play in Central America and flop, and only North American team who knows how to play in Central America is Mexico? I mean, Canada did play well in Central America during the Octo when it actually mattered until Costa Rica, but they shithoused us, and then Panama, we didn't really care. I mean, the match will be in March, so are they in form then? Maybe if somehow Ellery makes the champions. Oh, wait. Yeah, the Crew got knocked out by Detroit City FC. There ain't no way the Crew makes CONCACAF. I hope this is not happening in El Salvador, because if it is, that game's going to end 0-0. I mean, last time it was pretty much, it was dry and it ended 0-0. So, tells you that. B team, by the way. B team, by the way. Oh, yeah. B team about the Columbus thing, or, that's a throw in. Curacao get in the World Cup maybe in 2026. I actually think they could, unironically. I think they could. Plus, we should have 2 pens. I guess we're talking about the Detroit game. Oh, wait, the El Salvador. I'm getting confused. When was the last time Mexico lost in Central American territory? I don't think they ever have. At least in my lifetime. Colorado Rapids lost in CCL with their first team starters to an Among Us task. There's hella puddles on the pitch. Somebody needs to get them a drainage system and a mop. We're doing just fine. We're in the semifinals of the Canadian Championship, and we just won the 2021, so we're doing just fine. US-17 Canada will be better than Mexico by 2026 if they keep Tata. That will win Toronto a CONCACAF trophy. I said be there, not win. What they got to do is get in. We'll see what happens. Panama, Costa Rica, and Honduras will go to 2026. Playoff will be represented by El Salvador and Jamaica. I mean, didn't El Salvador just draw to Grenada? No. Jamaica, yes. El Salvador, no. No. All right. Free kick here. 86th minute. Laren plays the ball forward. Can they get a David? Goal! Goal! Back in it. Jonathan David. Let's go. It ain't over yet. It ain't over yet. Great pass by Laren. Great run by Jonathan David. It ain't over yet. Goal for Canada. David gets one back. Yes, nice run. Chips it over. Or puts it under, but gets it in there. Nice. That was a giveaway. Don't care. They're back in it. Who cares? It counts. What was that pass? Don't care. Somebody play taps. F's in the chat. F's in the chat. Let's go. Let's put some F's in the chat. David's best not in CONCACAF hurt Gomez is right. I agree. Prime Jimenez or Jonathan David? Jonathan David. Jonathan David. Are they going to do school one more go, completely tied game? Honduras shithouse time wasting incoming. I agree. Most likely. Most likely. Most likely. But it's not over yet. Everybody's muddy like they're mudding. No, it's a group stage. It's a group stage. So the top 4 teams go to the CONCACAF Nations League Finals and the 2023 Gold Cup. The second place teams in League A go to the Gold Cup. The third place teams go down to League B and play the Gold Cup preliminaries. And then there's straight eliminations in the finals in June. Honduras might need the Heimlich after that. I don't think they're choking yet. Then again, Seattle Mariners fan, I guess, you know, my brother's watching SpongeBob. Honestly, better than this. As far as I know, it's in the 100 degrees. It's in the hundreds. Honduras making time when they're winning as usual. Yep. You could say that again. That should be a free kick. Yep, thank you, referee. Thank you. You're finally not a jackass anymore. Prime CH14 or Jonathan David? Yeah, I hate to say it, but Prime Chicharito. Prime Chicharito. I mean, David's still better now, but Prime Chicharito. Hate to say it, but it's true. United Chicharito over Jonathan David. Yep. Free kick, Davies. Davies with a free kick. Cross in. Header cleared. Falls to Canada. They still, nope. Cleared. Yeah, definitely Chicharito in his prime. David has a fairly high ceiling, though, I think. Yeah, I mean, but David's not there yet. I love Jonathan David, great footballer. He's just not there yet. He can get there. He's just not there yet. I would hope maybe at Liverpool, maybe he gets there. Cross, that's out. It's over now. Game on. I mean, Chicharito will still play well Qatar, though, because, you know, he apologized to Tata, and, well, El Gordo needs him because he has no other strikers. Eustachio, come on. Come on the corner, Eustachio. Let's go, boy. Let's go. Cross in. Falls down. David doesn't get it. Let's fight. F's in the chat. 92nd minute. F's in the chat. Little kid knows how to run better on that field than Buchanan. You know what? I've been respectful. You know, I've been respectful to Seattle, you know. That makes me want to not be respectful to Seattle. I've given you respect. Don't try me. Respect Tajon. Nuhu would not pocket Tajon. I'm saying it now. Nuhu may pocket Salah, but he's not pocketing Tajon. I'm saying it now. Tajon is clear of Mo Salah. I said it. In the end, I said it. For the World Cup or Stars League for Chicharito World Cup. Chicha to Athens is still rumored around. Nuhu pocketed Salah and Mahrez. Tajon's better, though. Tajon would be in hell. Probably. I want to see Nuhu pocket Salah at the Club World Cup. I want to. Oh, wait. Wait, I just remembered. Chicha should not leave. Actually, I forgot. Yep, Real Madrid. Thibaut Courtois stole the UEFA Champions League in the dead of night. Liverpool still played the better game, so no. I mean, who knows? Maybe Seattle will win another CONCACAF Champions League. I wouldn't be shocked. I wouldn't be shocked. Well, no. Nuhu could still pocket Vinicius. Seattle Madrid final, hopefully. Red card. I missed it. Fight. And it's a red card. Okay, Johnston got caught on the... Okay. I agree. Yes, I agree. Red card to Johnston. I think he got him on the rebound. Or not the rebound, but the follow-through. But okay, fair. How much extra time? 2 more minutes. Johnston with the second yellow. Well, it's over. Curse you, Invest 93L. Huh. Yeah, we're going to send Honduras to Edmonton in March. Yeah, you asked for it. Very similar ending to the Guatemala-Dominican Republic game. Ref is just going to end it to avoid conflict. This ref is a jackass. This ref is a jackass. Yeah. Are you blaming the tsunami on the field? It's called rain. It's called it being a slip and slide because of a tropical disturbance. Only because my worlds collide. I'm not blaming it, but I'm going to reference it. And yes, I'll put the graphical tropical weather outlook on the thumbnail. Why not? Why not? This is prime CONCACAF. Yes, free kick. Ah, I missed it. I missed prime CONCACAF. It feels weirdly right. It feels weirdly right. It feels weirdly right. Wonderwall. Don't worry. Oh, we'll get revenge in March. I'm not worried. In Edmonton. Ice Tech Part 2. You put us through a tropical storm. We're putting you through a winter storm. After all, you're my Wonderwall. That's how it goes, right? That's how it goes, right? Throw in. Just blow the damn whistle already. Just blow the damn whistle already. You're blaming the tsunami on the field. Frostbite game like the U.S. and Minnesota. That's what I'm planning on. I mean, hell, it still snowed in Toronto in March, so I'm sure Edmonton will be the same. But you want to play this game with us? And that's full time. 2-1. 2-1, Honduras. Tip of the hat. Full time. What a choke. Yep. Yeah, that's a choke. Choking on a chicken bone. Like Rocco's Modern Life. Whatever that thing was. Whatever. What character was that? It wasn't the turtle. It wasn't Rocco. It was the other character. Whatever that was. Whatever that was. Yeah, it was. It is. It is. It is what it is. Yeah, we'll be fine in March. It is. Let's just move on. I want to see MLS versus MLS in Liga MX stadiums. Like, they'd let them do that. I'd like to see Toronto playing Estadio Watchalong again. That'd be fun. Yeah. Canada are pissed. I mean, the referee was a jackass. They got CONCACAF'd. I'm not shocked. Well, I mean, CONCACAF is a very, very testosterone-filled confederation. You see a fight almost everywhere. I don't think it's our fault. I think we're just biting back. Or we're getting instigated, and then it starts. So it looks like, because it's normally the guy who throws the second punch who gets blamed, not the guy who instigates and sets up the punch to be thrown, so to speak. So to speak. So to speak. So. We're getting baited, and we take the bait, and we look stupid. That's the way I see it. But with that being said. No, some people say we're rude. Some people say Canada is rude. Some people do. 2 Central American victories today. Hopefully Costa Rica manifests this energy. For CONCACAF, yes. I agree. With that being said, if you like this stream, Well, yeah, but I'm talking about the fight, how the fight starts. But yeah, the person who gets punished normally is the guy who retaliates. But I'm saying how it starts. You know, the scales of justice, so to speak. With that being said, like this stream, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell your friends. Hit that like button. Hit that bell notification once subscribed. Comment on this video. Send super chats on the live streams. Put this in playlist. Share with friends and family. All that great stuff. Bad loss by Canada, but you just move on. With that being said, I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later. Review will be up within the hour. Peace. Fun show, though. Peace.